It's Pia Boys, you know, Shaqaroni, Obama, and John to toilets now, watching all the movies that I miss. I'm talking about God. I lick you boom boom down. It's Pia Boys, you know, Shaqaroni, Obama, and John to toilets now, watching all the movies that I miss. I'm talking about God. I lick you boom boom down. YAAAHWEHHH! What's up, Fudge Packers? Welcome to Pure Boys Podcast.
Yeehaw!
Oh my God, your mic is so much louder than it should be. Hit us with another yeehaw.
Yeehaw!
Much better. Slightly better. Better enough.
Yeah, that's gonna pop some people's ears. I'd be popping peas all over this thing.
Neil, I'm so sorry if that popped your eardrums. I'm so sorry for that.
Yahweh.
I'm Shaqaroni Obama.
And I am Jonathan Toilet.
And we are joined this week by a very special guest. You want to give us a little Yahweh?
Yahweh.
Please welcome to the show, Abraham Obama. No, Abraham Omaha. That's his name.
That's me.
That's a real name.
We should have Obama on.
Sure, I'm down. Which one? Michelle, Barack, Hussein, Obama?
Yeah. Let's
Okay.
get Michelle.
Okay, that's cool. I meant to look up who his daughters were, but
Let's ask Barack, though.
Yeah. Hey, Barack, you got Michelle's number? We want to get your wife on the show. And he'll be like, what are you talking about?
Do you think we could catfish him and then eventually get his wife?
Like catfish him as a bull,
Yeah.
being like, I want to sleep with your wife.
Yeah.
And then it's actually, we just want to have her on the podcast. It was just a prank, Obama.
Oh, nuts.
You got me. If you want to be ex-president, you got to be tough.
It's very true. He would definitely say, oh, nuts.
Yeah, for sure he would. Cowgirl Summer is dead. We are back to God. Thank you, Lord Jesus, we're back. And as a special treat for everyone, we are all in the same room together right now.
Not by choice.
And not a treat for half of us, I guess, but
A third.
we are in the Pure Boys studio. That's right, I'm officially dubbing my recording area the Pure Boys studio.
Frickin' Lord, give me strength. This is the worst thing that's ever happened to me in my entire life.
Being trapped in a room with Shaqaroni Obama and Abraham Omaha.
You know, I can't say that because I love being with you.
Thanks, man. I love you too.
But that's not what I said.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Okay. You love being with me. I love you. It's unrequited.
I love you.
I love you. We love you.
Yeah.
Before we get too deep into this episode, should we start with the Pure Boys prayer? Should we start with the Pure Boys prayer?
Yes, we
Abraham,
should.
do you know the Pure Boys prayer? I'll write it down for you.
I think I might.
Can you mouth it to me while Zachary talks?
Yeah.
Just use your mouth.
Great.
Did you get that?
Yeah.
I think he was just saying F you.
He was mouthing some really weird stuff to me, but I think it was the prayer, so...
Well, if our prayer is the N-word 5 times, then yeah, I guess that was what he was mouthing.
Oh,
at
man,
you.
you got a notepad so you can write things down on?
Yeah, so I can write down the Pure Boys prayer for our guests.
Oh, man.
And our guest's real name.
I should have brought a notepad.
Well, that's okay. You brought your entire laptop. That's just as good.
I guess.
All right, since we're all so close, should we hold hands while we say the prayer?
No.
Yeah, I'm going to take my hand.
Very clammy right
Take my hand.
now.
Take
I'm
my hands.
So clammy.
Let's
Look
all
how
hold
clammy
hands.
I am.
Here we go.
Oh, you're even
wait,
clammier.
he needs the prayer. There's the prayer for you. Here we go.
We're touching hands.
Yeah, we're all holding hands. It's COVID time. None of us are vaccinated. And
God bless our podcast. God bless all podcasts.
I love you. Beautiful. Really, really good. Maybe our best prayer ever.
Yeah, I've decided in the shower that it should be "We love you" at the end. It's really a lot more wholesome.
All right. I don't disagree with you. Maybe we should change it to "We love you."
I love you is kind of selfish when you're talking at the same time as other people.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's a good point,
So
actually.
selfish.
Yeah. God, and by the way, I love you.
Like a
Yeah.
love triangle with the listeners?
Exactly. They're so gush for push for us right now. They love us so much.
Well, you're a part of us, and we are a part of you.
And we want to be in you in all the ways that means.
Metaphorically speaking.
Mostly only that way. Yeah. In your ears, and that's it.
Yahweh.
Yahweh, brother. This week, we are talking about the 1992 Whoopi Goldberg Disney classic, Sister Act. Woo woo.
Can you believe this was in 92?
I mean, I wrote down 1988 in my notes because I figured it was from way earlier than that. But 92, not bad, guys.
So you just typed or wrote a year?
Well, I went like, if I had to guess, I'd say this movie was made in 1988.
Okay, so to our guest, wipe your memory clean of the dates that you've just heard.
Okay.
Wipe your bum.
What year do you think this came out in?
This is a fun game.
1994.
My favorite color is purple. Wipe your memory of all the things you know about my
Such
favorite
a
color.
dumb choice.
What's my favorite color?
Was it before or after the T-Rex movie?
Theodore Rex. I think it was.
Same day.
They dropped the same day. Both made the exact same amount of money at the box office.
Fuck.
It was wild.
Exact same filming schedules.
Mm-hmm.
Whoopi was supposed to be like that old doctor in Jurassic Park. What's the main guy?
Dennis Nedry.
Yeah.
She was supposed to be John Hammond.
Yeah. There we go. She was supposed to be a T-Rex, and they just couldn't make it work.
Oh, that's when he said the T-Rex movie. You thought Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That Whoopi Goldberg classic.
Yeah. It's supposed to be.
I love when Whoopi Goldberg's like, life finds a way. You were so busy asking yourself if you could, you didn't stop to think if you should. So, I guess before we get too deep into the very sensual, very erotic, very God-filled Sister Act, we need to do everyone's favorite segment on the show. There.
The Kevin Sorbo Tweet of the Week.
That was hot in my ears.
Yeah.
Is that hot in your ears?
It's not too hot. Do you want to turn your headphones down? I can.
No.
All of your headphones are louder than mine.
Why?
For fun.
Did I do this last time? Maybe I did.
Good Urkel impression.
Yeah, because I used the less than sign.
Did I do this last time?
I used this one already. Okay. Well, we're going in hot with a new one.
All right.
99.7% chance of recovery. Just saying.
Classic. Classic Sorbo.
Yeah. He's hot
Is he
with
sick?
it.
Yeah, he's probably talking about gout or something.
I think he's talking about good.
You think he's got, like, I don't know, he slammed his peener in a door or something, in the fridge door.
Dutch Elm disease.
From the door.
Oh, I went to get that late night snack, slammed my peener in the door, got Dutch elm disease. 99.7 rate of recovery, though, so not too bad.
But there is a 0.3% chance you are going to die from that.
Oh, yeah, yeah. You're going to turn into an elm tree if you're not careful.
What do you think? The blood gets cut off in your peener and then it just, like, gets released and rushes to your brain and you die?
I don't know.
Is
You
that
had
the
me
0.3%?
You had me at cut off your peener.
Metaphorically speaking.
Of course, of course. Kevin, always great to hear from you. Always great to know that you're listening and you want to just provide us with great tweets for us to read on the show. Thank you, Kevin, as always.
Tweet more. We want more tweets.
What day and time was that tweet?
That was 4:50 on a Tuesday.
Whew, so half an hour after 4:20. He's feeling pretty good. He's looking at stats.
He's wet behind the ears.
Oh yeah, he just took a big high dump. He's loving life. It's great.
Isn't that a good time though when you can take a good high dump?
Like when you take a high dump and you feel the poop starting in your guts and coming out, and you're just like, I think I just gave birth.
You're just empty afterwards, and you just like 1,000 saunas couldn't make up for that whatsoever.
No. And like you really understand what childbirth is about in that moment where you go like, what are women complaining about? That was so easy to push that turd through me. It was nothing.
And it's the same size, more or less.
Same weight.
Yeah, definitely same weight. Same amount of corn.
Oh, same weight. Kevin, we love you. Never change.
We love your bowel movements.
We love you. Yeah, I'm speaking for all of us here in this room. Okay, good. Good enough. Whatever.
Were you about to go into song, or did you have something else to say?
I was about to just go off on Kevin. And then as I'm like, yeah, you know what? This is a fun show.
Yeah, this is fun.
This is a kid's show. So it's like, don't go off on him too much, right? Children listen to this.
Maybe Obama could get Kevin Sorbo to come on our podcast.
Oh, I'm sorry. My ears are burning. Are you talking about Shaqaroni Obama?
Yeah, was that off mic? We were talking about Obama?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. I can't remember anymore. Well, 10 minutes in, I already forgot what we talked about. I know we held hands.
We did held
Yeah, that
held
was
hands?
nice.
It was nice, yeah. When was the last time you held hands with someone?
Yesterday.
Oh, well, must be nice. But like I said at the top of the show, we are here to talk about the 1992 Whoopi Goldberg classic Sister Act. Guest Abraham. Abe. What's
Baby
your...
boy.
Abe boy. Devastating Abe, the turntable slave.
Is that from something?
Nope, just made it up.
Oh, nice.
No, it's from. He's a real guy.
He's a real guy.
Yeah. Abe, what's your relationship with Sister Act? Have you ever seen it before?
Yeah, I saw it as a kid,
I feel like we all did, right? Like,
which is why I was surprised it came out in '92 because I thought I saw it when it was brand new.
well, you'd have been like 4 when it came
Yeah,
out.
I don't have any memory from when I was 4.
You don't have any memories from when you were 4?
No.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, I'd like to interject and say you have one very stark memory of seeing Sister Act when you were 4.
That's true.
Going to the movie theater with your parents. First movie they ever took you to, Sister Act.
Did you go down an escalator?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay, then I know you did it.
I saw Rain of Fire in that theater.
What?
That's a good theater. That's a good theater.
I saw White Man Can't Jump at 7 at that theater.
Oh shit, that's all Space Jam there. A good place to see basketball movies.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Not Dragon
So
movies.
good. Especially with all the basketball hoops they had in there.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was crazy.
Well, it was mostly just a basketball court that they would sometimes project movies on the wall of.
On the backwards.
Yeah, there was TVs built into the backboards, and they really discouraged you doing bank shots, or like you might break that TV if you bank too many shots off of it.
Or talking about the movie. You weren't allowed to do that.
Yeah, of course. Shut your mouth when the lights go down. What are you doing? Were you raising a barn? This is a movie theater, sir, in a basketball court.
You could yell Kobe, and that's all you could say.
Of course, yeah. So you saw Sister Act as a kid. Was it a movie it was a one and done for you, or did it have some legs in your life?
I may have seen it a couple times. Like a whole family would get together, watch Sister Act.
That's awesome.
I'll sing along and clap. Say whoop whoop a lot.
Oh yeah. Well, your family was juggalos. So
Yeah.
you were
Yeah.
raised with juggalos.
Get her face paint on.
Yeah, I'm picturing you just being like, "Look at me, I'm Whoopi," and everyone being like, "Don't let those pictures get out, Abe. That's racist now. You can't. Your juggalo face paint is too all encompassing."
It's racist now.
Yeah, back then it was cool.
Yeah.
It was like fun.
And you're a little kid? That would have been cute as hell.
Who could say no to a kid? Like, so precocious.
Yeah.
Is that a little kid dressed like Whoopi Goldberg? Yeah, pretty cool.
In the nun outfit? Ooh wee.
Oh my God, gush for push.
Hey, do you guys want to be nuns for Halloween?
Kinda.
Saucy nuns.
Saucy nuns, we're the saucy nuns.
I mean, I gotta say, the nuns in this movie are pretty great. I like pretty much all the nuns in this movie, way more than Mighty Max. The nuns in Sister Act are way cooler than the nuns in the Mighty Max, which was a basketball movie that we watched.
Oh, shit.
About nuns playing basketball.
It's like Sister Act and Mighty Ducks had a mashup.
And then it somehow got worse. Like it wasn't it's not
the best
better.
movie.
It's not better than the sum of its parts,
Oh,
essentially.
definitely not.
No.
Definitely.
What about you, Johnny? What's your relationship to Sister Act?
Oh my gosh, I would watch this all the time. I don't think I watched it until it was on VHS though, and I'm a little bit of an older man than you, so I'm kind of mad at our guest for getting to see it in the theaters. But we wore that VHS out, baby. Me and my mother used to watch it all the time, and it was lordly too. So
It's true. That's true. Yeah. Were you lordly growing up?
no,
Oh,
not
tight,
at all.
tight.
We-
But it's just nice to have that in your life sometimes.
Very much so. It's a good put on for your grandparents that we're actually lordly.
That's true. It's a safe bet. Although they do say shit a lot in this movie.
Yeah, but it's in the Bible.
That's true. Yeah. Jesus often is quoted as saying, "I gotta take a shit." And they go, "Well, right over there behind those rocks, Jesus."
Yeah, there are a lot of whores and a lot of asses and a lot of shits in the Bible.
That's true. Yeah, you wouldn't believe it.
How many whores are there in the Bible? Anybody know off the top of
Like
their head?
usages of the word whore or how many people were whores in it? Because I can think of
Both.
one
How
pretty
many
big.
apostles are there?
18.
Yeah, something like that. Between 1 and 100,
Yeah.
somewhere in there.
We need to get this stuff down. People are going to start grilling us in the street about this
That's
information.
very true. That's very
And we're
true.
going to look like idiots if we don't know.
Here's the thing. I can only name 4 apostles, and that would be John, Paul, George, and Ringo.
Boom!
First big laugh of the movie.
Boom!
Ba, 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 ba.
I love how this sets her up as like the worst child ever.
What do you mean? She's so precocious. And then she goes up to the board and writes John, Paul, George, Elvis. And then she got him.
Tee tee.
Please don't beat me, nuns.
But seriously, are those all apostles?
Ringo definitely is an apostle, yeah. He was the one who betrayed Jesus.
Ringo.
Peace and love.
You're dead, Jesus.
Look for the man I kiss. That's the man to kill.
He's the everyman.
He really is, yeah. That is what everyone said about Ringo his whole life. He's the everyman.
Yeah, he's the everyman of the group. Just chill. Chill as fuck.
I think we've talked about this on the show before, but I just love that Judas's whole thing was like, look for the man I kiss, not like, you know who Jesus is. Capture Jesus. He was like, nah. I want to kiss him one last time. Let me get a smooch in and then take him off.
Like,
to be
they just
brutal.
really wanted to kill somebody that night. They didn't really know who when they woke up.
Yeah.
He just kissed the wrong guy. He kissed Peter, and he was just
Kissed
like,
his
no! I mean, if your hand offends you, chop it off, says the Bible. So kiss it and then chop it off. Shit. That's what I say.
That's cool.
The Bible's full of cool stuff like that.
It's so entertaining.
You know, men shouldn't lay with men. That's cool.
Yeah, but don't they lay with men in the Bible? Like a lot?
Yeah, they all sleep in the same cave together and get pee in their pants because they're asleep and they don't bust nuts. We've talked about this over and over and over.
Off mic.
True, yeah, but in our hearts forever. So
Yeah, we yell texted at each other, and it's the same phrases over and over.
yeah, Siri won't make my yelling text bigger.
Siri,
Frustrating.
make my yelling text bigger.
I'm already writing in all caps. I can't help it. I friggin' loved Sister Act as a kid. I watched it a lot, and mostly the music is what I like. The music is what really clicked for me. And like seeing it now, I'm like, yeah, I get it. The music in this movie is pretty good. Like it's enjoyable for what it. I wouldn't listen to it, but it's enjoyable for what it is, right? Like.
Yeah, I was so gung ho to like have a sing song, and there was songs that I haven't heard in like forever that it was nice getting back to.
Right, my God.
Yeah. Take me away from my God.
My God.
They shake their shoulders a lot in this movie.
It's all you can do
Like,
in a
there's-
nun's outfit,
yeah,
a
I
habit.
guess.
Yeah.
That's how you emote as a nun, is with your shoulders.
A lot of surprise.
But like I didn't get into the music as much as I thought I would, because I just remember loving the music of this movie.
Right, yeah. The first time they really like Motown it up, that song is a banger. the one that has a bunch of like Latin in it for some reason. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Like the first time they sing, and then
They're
There's the
speaking when
choir.
they're singing in tongues.
yeah, they fall to their knees and they're like, "Ah, and you're just like, I love it. Whoopi, what have you done to these ladies?
It's really weird that it's Middle Eastern kind of yelling instead of
That's speaking in tongues.
British.
Oh, sure.
What about British tongues?
What about the fact that Kanye put out a new album that has speaking in tongues on it? Isn't that a thing that happened, huh?
What does it sound like? Mexican tongues or?
Yeah, it's like real people speaking in tongues. It's real people acting like friggin' buffoons is what it is. Yeah, well.
I can't.
No? What are you doing?
I'm
Pay
looking
attention
up
to the show.
British people speaking in tongues.
Okay, well, I'd love to see it. I bet it's... I would be surprised if it wasn't just an America thing.
Do we have Wi-Fi on these mics?
On the mics? Yeah, of course. That's how they work.
Okay.
Yep. All the words are being broadcast via Wi-Fi from our lips to God's ears.
There's gonna be a lot of little questions like that through this episode because this experience is so new to me. I gotta ask questions.
That's fair. Yeah, wish you would have asked them before we started recording, but now is as good a time as any.
But we need content.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah. So, Sister Act. I've never seen Sister Act 2 Back in the Habit. I'm just saying that right now.
Have we discussed this before? Because that's crazy.
Why would I? I've already witnessed perfection. Why
Yeah.
would I need to go any further?
Have you seen the next movie in the
I
installments?
don't think I have.
Both of you are going to be virgins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Okay, well, it's better.
Is it?
Well, there's more teens.
That doesn't sound better. I mean, there's more Lauryn Hill. I do know
Yeah,
that.
that's the one.
Is she in it? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
what?
She's like the Whoopi of that movie.
Is she?
Well, no, because Whoopi's in it. But I think they were setting it up so number 3, maybe she would be the Whoopi.
Right. And now, I mean, they are making a number 3, but actually, during this recording, I might have to go make a number 3 myself. So
What's that?
that's when you poop your pants.
You don't have to go anywhere for that.
No, you just go where you are.
You make a very valid point, Abe.
Sorry, I have to make a number 3 at some
There.
point.
Thank you for clarifying.
So, first thing I noticed about this movie, they cast like a really good young girl as young Whoopi.
Uh-huh.
Like she looks like a young Whoopi Goldberg. She's great in that role.
She played her in an episode of a young Whoopi in an episode of Star Trek too.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, right, because Whoopi was like a bartender on like Deep Space Nine or
I
something.
think so.
right?
Yeah, Deep Space Nine. She was in.
Next Generation.
She might. Yeah, you're
That's
more of
what
a Star
she's
Trek man
doing.
than I am. You have all
I'm
the books.
such a huge Star Trek.
have all
Her
the
name
books.
is
7 of 9.
Jingwei or something.
Her name's Ching Kuei.
No, that is not what I said.
She's got a very racially
Jing.
charged name.
Jing.
Her name is Ping Pong, and she is a bartender. What's her name?
I don't know.
Oh, do you
I don't have internet on that.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the worst.
This guy's got the worst life ever. Can you believe it? Oh yeah, we try not to say that word on the show.
Oh,
anyway.
no.
That's okay.
I said it earlier.
Did you?
Yeah.
I didn't catch
slipped
that.
It in.
Oh,
It was at,
fuck. All right, I'll edit it all out.
it was at 7:05.
Did you write it down?
No. And it doesn't correlate to those numbers.
Oh, that's a
why
good
I
point.
make the
Yeah, yeah.
joke all the time.
We got it. Well, we got it out of our system.
Jingwei.
Ching Kuei, you know?
That's a terrible cowboy name.
Yeah, well, I learned how to sing gospel from a Chinaman.
Have you ever seen Wild Wild West?
Yeah.
Okay.
So for my birthday in theaters,
Oh, nice.
Nice.
got a tour of Burger King before.
What was the highlight of that tour?
See the big fridge, and it just fucking blew my mind.
Beautiful.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. It gives me something to do. It's all good. Yeah, that would be awesome actually to see behind the scenes of a Burger King.
Yeah, it was pretty exciting.
Where do the Whoppers come from?
Big hat.
What?
You asked where the Whoppers came from,
Yeah.
and I said big hat.
Big hat.
Yeah.
Oh, they said Big Cat.
No, I would never
It's
say
like
that.
Big's the cat from Sonic the Hedgehog? I hope not.
Guinan.
Oh, that's his name.
Yeah, that's his name.
Chingquei Guinan.
No, not the first part. That's crazy.
Oh wait, Whoopi's name. Whoopi's name is Guinan?
Guinan? Guinan, yeah. Or Guinan.
Or Chingquei.
It's a terrible cowboy name. Oh, man. Let's go, let's God.
Hey, let's go, let's God, all right? What else? Oh, so we start off, it's 1968. We're at Catholic school, young, sassy Whoopi Goldberg kid, John the Beatles, all that stuff. Then we smash cut to the present day of 1992. And Whoop is lip-syncing Heatwave in an all-girls Motown group playing at a casino in Reno.
Do you have any idea what girls like you become? And then she becomes a singer in a stinky casino.
Well, I do love the reveal. Like, at first you just see them singing, and it's like, okay, this is fine. And then you get the reveal of, like, all the slot machines in front of them and stuff.
Right,
and that's
yeah.
pretty funny. That's good filmmaking right there.
Yeah, Heat Wave.
I got a heat wave burning in my heart. A lot of Motown in this movie.
Abe, what did you think of this first performance by Whoopi Goldberg?
Oh, she looked very uncomfortable on stage, I gotta say. And like her backup singers are kind of dancing. She was just kind of standing there.
Yeah, it was first day on set. She didn't know these freaking people.
That's true. The director made her get nude, and she was like, I don't feel comfortable with that.
Yeah, we
what does that have to do
CGI
with
on
this?
the clothes.
Yeah, it's like all the Marvel movies now. All the actors are nude, and they just put their
I
costumes
don't have
on
money
them.
for costumes.
No, it's way cheaper to just CGI clothes on everyone in every scene.
You know, it probably is now. Why don't people have, like, green suits on?
Why don't we do it anymore? Inside joke. Sorry, Abe.
Why don't we do it anymore?
But
I
you're-
can't even play MLB The Show while we're...
I know. How are you supposed to half pay attention to the podcast you're doing if you're in this room?
I have never done it while the record button was
That's
on.
not true.
I swear to... I don't know who I swear to.
Yeah, be careful. Careful who you swear to.
I did watch AI play it.
Oh, yeah.
When
Yeah.
the podcast was on.
And that's just as good.
You ever watch AI play video games, Abe?
No, I've seen AI the movie though.
Okay.
But also, you were really into, like, Blurns Ball or whatever that thing is, and that's just AI playing fake
Yeah,
baseball.
you don't really see them play though. You just
Oh,
look
okay.
at like the
Stats?
yeah
What?
baseball.
Yeah, Blaze
That's
Ball. what it
baseball,
was.
baby.
Hey, is that league still around? Did they come back?
I think so. They were on Siesta for a while, but then they came back, and I was like, I'm not into this anymore.
They put him to sleep
Yeah,
for a while?
yeah. If it was like a few months.
Oh, man.
Dang, doggy. That's rough.
I didn't even know that technology existed.
Like,
that's cool.
Way to kneecap your momentum, guys. What are you doing? Just be like, hey, we're the most popular thing in the world right now. Let's go on a break.
Yeah,
Okay.
What is this? Am I allowed to ask what this is? Because
baseball.
It's
Yeah,
baseball.
yeah, but-
Stupid.
It's like fantasy baseball where you bet on this. It's like super wacky. Like there's different weather conditions. Like there'd be black holes
Yeah.
that could swallow up runs. If a team gets over 9 runs, then their score gets reset to 0, and they suck a team away, or suck a win away from the other team.
Who's-
Baseball stuff.
Who's making the results though? Like who?
AI.
Is it generated by AI?
Haley Joe Osment.
waiting for his mom to come back. Please.
He had lots of time.
Oh, he was under that ocean for millennia. Plenty of time to invent Blazeball.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
That couldn't be manipulated at all by some person.
No, I mean, it's not real. It's okay.
Yeah, but people are losing their shirts off of this.
That's true. Yeah, Abe did like bet the farm on it
Yeah.
and lose big.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why he's naked right now.
Well, he has the
Painted
greens.
green.
Yeah.
Give me a buffer body when you when you scan me back in. Make me buffer, please.
I want pecs that I could like jiggle. Like that going on the whole time.
That'd be pretty cool. That is like, yeah, that's a goal. Like that's a real goal that you could achieve, I think.
Constant hypnotizing jiggle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They put them jelly in them pecs. I love when the singers, or when they're all singing, and the one singer goes, "Okay, wrap it up," but they're like singing to a pre-recorded track. Like they can't do it any faster. But she's like, "Let's wrap it up." It's like, well, we still got 4.5 minutes of the song left. We can't just stop, right?
Oh, I thought that was just a lyric in the song.
Oh, maybe.
Like talking about
it up.
their relationship or whatever.
Wave, wrap it up. Burning in my loins. we're gonna get demonetized for all the Motown and all the gospel we're gonna sing in this episode, I think.
Do you think Heat Wave is gospel?
I think when it's sung by a choir of nuns, it is.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. What else is great about this scene? Oh, Whoopi going, "Good night, ladies and gentlemen. You don't give a shit. Let's get the hell out of here." That's very funny.
They give a lot of a shit, though. I mean, people love gambling.
Yeah, they give a lot of a shit about gambling, but
Yeah.
certainly not about My God.
Heat Wave.
Heat Wave. And other songs.
Did they use all of 3 of those songs in the choir?
I don't think they used Heat Wave in the choir, but they definitely used My Guy.
God Wave!
It's a God Wave!
Those levels are terrible.
Hey, you know what? Stop looking at them, all right?
Why am I
I
not
see you. I see your eyes.
Why can't I look at the levels?
Because you got to pay attention. I'm sorry there's not AI baseball for you to watch while you podcast, but you can't just watch the levels.
it's moving across the screen.
I shut it down. Now you can't see it.
Stopped recording.
I stopped the show.
Burn it. How do we know if it stopped? It could be
Heat
stopped.
wave! I mean, it might have stopped.
God wave!
You don't give a shit.
Burn
Let's
it
get the
to
hell
my
out of
heart.
here. There, I'm going to put it right down here.
I could be at home right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, Johnny has done nothing but complain about having to come here. He brought his laptop and his own headphones to a fully equipped podcast studio.
Yeah, but these are Sony's, baby.
They are Sony's, yeah, but these are Sennheisers, and Sennheisers are nice.
Yeah, but these were made by Sennheiser for Sony.
Unplug that cord. Let's see how they work.
With a cord?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they work with a cord.
Oh, those aren't wireless?
No.
Oh, I always just assumed that you could plug them in or you couldn't.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, that's gelled right in there.
That's gelled right in, huh? That's jelked right in. So they're in Reno, which is a gross city, right? I've never been to Reno, but that's where the Jersey Shore crew went to, like, party. And that's probably a gross city then.
Yeah, look, I would imagine it's pretty gross.
Yeah.
Well, I think Atlantic City, that might be the one.
Yeah,
'Cause
Atlantic
that's
City.
the east one.
You're right, actually. Yeah, and I'm thinking of Atlantic City, not Reno. Reno's like sad
Like, I don't know why
Vegas.
anybody would go to Reno because it's still in Nevada. Like, how far could it be from
Yeah.
actual Vegas?
You know all the creepy people that like are leered at for being at Vegas? They all go to Reno.
Oh,
You know that giant baby from Honey, I Blew Up the Kid?
Yeah.
It lives in Reno.
Born, bred, raised Reno.
That's right.
But like Atlantic City and Reno are basically the same city on opposite coasts, I think.
Just a sad,
Sad gambling
yeah.
town.
Not a fun gambling town like Vegas. Sad gambling, yeah. Have any of you been to either or any of those places?
Count Vegas?
You've been to Lost Wages.
I was supposed to go, and then the pandemic hit. Had my flights,
Oh, yeah?
had my hotels.
What were you going to do there?
I was gonna try to find David Boreanaz.
Is that where they film Bones?
Yes.
Oh, sick.
I don't know. Actually.
You probably could have run into, like, Mario Lopez out there.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
And like Celine.
Or the Devil.
Yeah.
There's a guy who dresses like the devil who walks around the streets of
popping up out
Vegas.
of the street.
oh,
yeah.
that's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool, actually. Sounds like, from what I've seen, it's a pretty cool costume. He's like got little like stilts that he stands on, so he's like way taller than everybody else. It's really cool.
Not my devil.
I'm with you, yeah. My devil's a young hunk in a suit. That's who my devil is. My devil looks a lot like Harvey Keitel, the villain of this movie.
Yeah, he's cool though.
Yeah, he's pretty cool in this, yeah.
Yeah,
He's a real scummy dude. Who's like, I'm cheating on my wife, and I...
wearing a wife beater.
Yeah, that's true. Treating my mistress like garbage. He's great.
Can you believe he gave her his wife's mink coat?
The balls on that guy. That she wasn't going to figure that out.
Yeah, it's sewn in. His wife's name is sewn in.
It's not even a tag she could remove.
No.
I think it was the brand, actually.
Yeah, she blew a gasket and just didn't realize his wife Versace. He gave me his wife Versace's coat. I hate him.
I hate him too, though.
I love that purple mink coat though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I love that she's like, oh, this coat's outrageous, and then she just puts on another coat that literally just looks like a bunch of foxes
way
sewn
crazier.
together. Yeah, like there's tails hanging off it and stuff.
Well, that's the difference between a mink and your everyday piece of crap
Exactly.
fur coat. Is it looking like a fox.
If you're not walking around looking like a pile of foxes, then you're not successful as far as I'm concerned. You're not
Very true.
bougie enough.
It speaks to how crazy capitalism was in the 80s and 90s.
Unchecked, rampant.
People just consuming plastic.
Oh,
Mink coats.
mink. Oh,
Gamble,
yeah.
gamble, gamble. Burning through my heart.
You don't give a shit. Let's get the hell out of here. Meanwhile, so Whoopi's like mad about this coat. She goes up. She wants to leave Reno, so she goes upstairs to say, Arrivederci, Harvey Keitel. But instead, she walks in and sees his goons straight up murder somebody. Just shoot a man point blank in the face. And Whoopi's like, Whoopi! Whoopsie, I didn't mean to be here for this.
Whoopie whoopsie.
That's it. That's what she calls it. She's a lot older now. She's got some continence issues.
It is the early 90s, so they don't actually show any violence whatsoever. You see the gun to the face, cut away to Whoopi, beautiful. And then
Beautiful reaction from Whoopi, yeah.
And then you cut back and the guy's dead.
Yeah, and you cut back and there's a gaping hole in a man's face, and you have to look at his brains and teeth. And
Well, that was his mouth.
Oh, that's right. He was going, no!
You know how you scream no after you get killed
Yeah.
for like a half an hour?
Yeah, well, if you've seen any Frank D'Angelo movies, you are able to talk after getting shot in the head.
Nice.
So
That's cool.
I love that, like, they shoot that guy in the head, and then Whoopi leaves, and the goons are like, do you think she saw anything? It's like, well, she damn well heard a gunshot, I'll tell you that much.
It was silence, though.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
And the guy
that's
said
true.
good night before he got shot, so it sounded pretty peaceful.
That's cool.
Yeah, maybe he was just setting his alarm clock. Maybe that's what that silenced gun sound was. He was setting his ringtone to wake him up. Oh, gotta get up.
One of my favorite things of this movie is the characterization of like bumbling mob murder people. Like, these people murder human beings for a living, and they're just goofy, mumbly guys who like get knocked over by boxes or something.
Yeah, and like trip over their own feet, and they're just like, "Bleh." Like there might as well be like
The
wacky
criminals
sounds.
from Home Alone.
Yeah, except they're like murdering people.
And they don't get hurt.
Yeah, that's true. They get the whole slot machine dropped on their heads, and they just go boing and bounces off, and it's fine.
Money comes out.
I do like when they're chasing her through the bottom of the casino and just shooting at her. Like, just unsilenced weapons, just bang, bang. It's like, guys, there are employees here and
Running
stuff.
through the kitchen with their guns out. Although Whoopi pushes a bunch of people in the kitchen, which is pretty great.
Oh no,
She
not
doesn't need
marbles!
to.
Yeah, they're not in her way. She veers out of her way to push someone into the stove or something. But then I like when the criminals run out into the street with their guns, and they're just like, "Oh crap! Oh, we can't just wave our guns around."
They like
out
crawl
here."
out of a hole in like front of the casino, which I don't really understand why that's there.
The geography makes no sense. How is there an entrance to the casino that is just a grate in the ground in front of the casino? That seems so reckless. A crackhead could just open that up and climb into your casino. Reckless.
Yeah, but you gotta hide stuff in the opening, and I feel like it would be smart to have a bunch of entrances and exits if you were like a mob person that owned a casino.
That's true.
Oh yeah.
If I was a mob guy who owned a casino, it would be like a haunted mansion or something like that.
Yeah.
It'd be like
Give you
trapdoors.
money.
Yeah, it would be staffed by ghosts, obviously. Yeah. Eddie Murphy would be there. Classic haunted mansion stuff.
Oh, because he was in the Haunted Mansion.
Yeah.
What about Luigi?
He's there too. He's sucking ghosts off everywhere he up, sucking them up.
With? Yeah.
Your computer's really loud.
Yeah, it hums. It
She
gives
hums.
her.
She
I can't hear
hums.
anything because it's noise canceling. Sony.
Did anyone else notice that Whoopi Goldberg has no eyebrows in this movie?
Yes.
Like-
what?
Yeah, she's got no eyebrows.
Oh.
Just got skin and bones.
She doesn't need them. It was like an actor's challenge kind of thing. I can emote even without eyebrows.
She shaved him just for this movie. You know what? I think I'm getting too good at this acting thing.
Yeah.
I need a challenge
Need a
for
handicap.
myself. Says Whoopi Goldberg.
She's won Oscars. She's got to do something to...
What did she win an Oscar for?
Ghost?
Jinx, you're both Robert Durst. How's that feel?
Well, I talked, so I guess I owe you a Coke.
Well, I guess you're gonna have to kill someone and get away with it.
What?
Is it just me, or is like this is gonna sound crazy when I say it?
Uh-huh.
But like Whoopi Goldberg's kind of hot in this movie, right?
Yeah.
Like kinda, like a little bit.
She's hot now.
I did those white dreads. Get out of here.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for
That
dreadlocks.
are actually yellow, but whatever.
No, whatever. I didn't see the Stand remake.
I think she gets hotter once she puts on the nun uniform.
When it's just her face, you don't have to see her weird body. You can just enjoy that face and then not notice she doesn't have eyebrows.
Does she not have eyebrows? Are you talking about when she was having the nun costume on? Because
She-
none of them have eyebrows.
None of them. Kathy Najimy has eyebrows.
None of them. Wow. Carlos Jajimi. What was her name?
Carlos Najimy. You know, that nun. Carlos Najimy.
Carlos Jajimi's Pizza.
Hey, careful now. I don't want to lose our one and only sponsor, Papa John's.
Papa John's, we love you.
Papa John's, I ate you this week. It was great. Oh my God, it was so good.
Should be Papa Shack's, though.
Yeah, Shaka John's. We've made these jokes already.
Yeah, Abe, what do you think about the whole Papa Shack, Papa John situation?
Papa John's.
Oh,
He took the side of the racist. All right, fair enough.
dunked on me. Yeah, he's super racist.
Well,
Like,
we don't know that. He said the N-word once, as far as I know.
Yeah, but
As far as can be proven.
imagine what happens behind closed doors.
Oh, man. He lived through the 90s. He lived through the Ice Cube music era. He was definitely saying the N-word a lot.
Do you think the pizza chain could survive changing it to Papa Racists?
What about Racist Johns?
Depends where.
Honestly,
right.
I think the name Racist Johns might work better.
Racist John. That's a legit good name.
Yeah, it's not a bad name, right?
Like for jeans
Come on down to Racist Johns.
or jeans.
Yeah, well, exactly. Racist John's Jeans.
Yeah.
What was that restaurant we drove by the other day? Fatties or something like that? Tubbies? What was that?
I want to say Tubbies.
Yeah, it was like a small town diner called like Tubbies or Fatties or something. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway,
Was this on your drive?
it was on
The
our
famous
drive.
drive?
It was on our Kanye West Get Out of the City drive.
Yeah.
Burning through my heart.
So then Whoopi Whoopi goes to the cops and she's met by Lieutenant Salvo, played by
Jewish Bill Nunn.
Jewish Bill Nunn, who plays a cop and everything except for the Spider-Man movies where he plays a journalist. But
His character has a last name in this movie, and it's
Salvo.
no, it's Souther.
Oh, is that his name? I thought it was Salvo. If it's Souther, it's Souther.
It might be Souther. I wrote down Eddie Souther. Could I be wrong? Yes. What's
Oh.
crazy is that he won an Oscar for this movie, and that's insane.
Yeah, because it's kind of a bit part. It's not even really like a main. Well, I mean, I guess he's the main cop in it.
Well, they were giving Oscars to anybody in this movie. They just wanted to have as many Oscars as possible.
Wait a minute. Not only does Whoopi have an Oscar, she's an EGOT person, I think.
Yeah.
I think she's got a friggin'
Corroborate
EGOT.
that.
I don't think she was in like a I don't know if Broadway or off Broadway, but production of Sister Act where she plays Mother Superior.
What?
Yeah.
That's not the main character.
That's what she got her
No.
Tony for.
Tony.
I wonder who played Whoopi Goldberg in that, and if they were intimidated by Whoopi's presence as the Mother Superior.
I'd be.
Me too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Maybe your child version played her.
That would be crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. But she
Wow.
can't sing, so probably not.
Yeah. Well, Whoopi dubbed her singing.
You think?
I think so, yeah. I mean, Whoopi does sing in this movie.
Does she?
Yeah.
I don't know if she sings every time she's singing, but she definitely sings near the end. Like, that is Whoopi Goldberg for sure from the sounds of
Yeah,
it.
she's
So.
flat.
Yeah, but I'll tell you who doesn't sing. I mean, you're not wrong. Whoopi Goldberg's not a good singer.
It's not great.
I mean, did you hear Informer earlier? That's
Yeah.
what a good singer sounds
That
like.
was pretty good.
Well, you looked up how to make professional recordings, and it shows.
Thank you. Well, first of all, I looked up the lyrics to Informer and was like, I got to get the funny sounding parts right. I got to make sure those are correct. And then,
I knew it was Informer right away.
good.
Yeah.
No one likes a bragger, but here we are.
I knew it right away.
So Whoopi goes to the cops and is like, get me the F out of Reno. And they're like, all right, we're going to put you in a convent. She goes, okay.
No,
So,
She had like no idea he was like a mobster,
yeah.
which is kind of weird.
Like, it really makes her character seem stupid. To be like, you didn't figure out that this guy was in the mob? He's Harvey Keitel.
Was that one of your...
Seen his work?
Have you seen his dink in Bad Lieutenant?
Oh, what the dink like?
Pretty good.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean, not the worst. Certainly not a Terrence Howard. He's pretty good. He's packing some heat. Yeah.
Was that one of your 3 notes?
Bigger dink than Terrence Howard.
Yeah, well,
He said, looking in the mirror.
I write that. That's my note for most movies.
I bet Ernest has got a bigger dink than Terrence Howard, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jim Varney.
How did she not know he was a bad person? It doesn't make any sense. With
Right?
that hair?
Well, like, he runs a casino in Reno. Like, I've lived on this earth for 33 years. I've learned many things, but one thing that stands out is that if you own a gas station, you're a scumbag. So I can't even imagine owning what kind of scumbag owns a casino. That's so much more.
Yeah, you gotta multiply it by like at least 100.
At least. Yeah. I mean, the people I worked for at gas stations were just drug dealers. They weren't murderers, right?
Yeah.
So, steps to get there.
They're just a-holes.
Well, that's also true. What else? She needs to go into witness protection so that she can testify against Harvey Keitel, which that never happens, hey?
No, but it's implied.
I guess, yeah.
They don't really talk about it much at the end, but they gotta wrap it up.
Things just kind of like he just gets shot at the end, and they just go, well, as well that ends well, I
Yeah,
guess.
they might not need her to testify anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
Like they caught him red-handed about to shoot a nun in front of a bunch of other nuns.
Man, that moment, when they're like, well, aren't you glad we didn't shoot this nun? And he just goes, nah, and just put he was going to point blank kill Whoopi Goldberg in front of all those people,
Like
and just
20 witnesses.
I'll get away with it. I don't care.
Well, it's Reno. He might get away with it.
It's true. He owns a casino.
It's the biggest little city.
Where do you think that convent was that Whoopi went to?
Oh, it's in San Francisco.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Although the main
way.
church that they show is actually in Hollywood.
Yeah, way.
I looked it up.
Actually, I've seen that church before. I think that's the church from
It's in Back to the Future.
and I think it's in Prince of Darkness, the Wes Craven or John Carpenter movie. I think it's in that. I think that's the church that they go to in that too, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong, but who knows?
It's very famous.
It is. It's very famous. It's a very sexually charged church. It's very famous in things.
It's very famous for being sexual.
Yeah.
for sure.
Amen to that. Oh crap! My notes have flipped. Oh well. Okay, so she gets to the convent, and the first person she meets is Professor McGonagall from Harry Potter.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Maggie Smith.
Yeah,
One of those.
Maggie Smith.
Maggie
I
Smith.
think. Very young, very sexy Maggie Smith.
Maggie Smith looking exactly like Professor McGonagall.
That's pretty impressive, I gotta say. Didn't age a day in 20 years.
That's true. Hit 70 and went, why do I need to keep aging?
Exactly.
I perfected it at this age.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
What could be under those robes?
Sagginess. Nah.
She probably injects a bunch of fluid.
Probably, yeah. She's always floating in something. She's like Baron Harkonnen from the Dune movies and books. Just a floating fat gas bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. In the melange.
The spice. Are we just going to turn this into a Dune podcast? Dune. The Reverend Mother is mortified when she sees Whoopi Goldberg. And she's like, there's no way she's going to fit in here. She'll stick out like a sore thumb.
It's weird, yeah. She opens up a door to her room, sees her for a second, closes the door. There's no way she'll fit in.
Well,
It's racist?
she's black. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it goes without saying in this movie, but it's 100% because she's black. She's like, oh, she's going to stick out like a sore thumb. Have you seen these other old white women?
Yeah, it's not like she's exposing her breasts or wearing a thong or anything.
No. Could she?
Underneath your nun costume.
Hey,
Costume?
You can wear anything under that nun costume.
That was the weirdest high five that's ever happened. Hey, did this movie remind you of how awesome it would be to be a nun?
Did it remind me of
Yeah.
that? Maybe it showed me it for the first time. Yeah.
When I was a kid and I thought that I would fail as a human being and
Go
never
on.
make anything of myself, I was like, maybe I could be a nun. and no responsibilities.
Even then, you were wrong.
Yeah.
Like I don't understand what their purpose is.
Well, that's the thing. They got no Well, they think they have a purpose of servants.
Got him.
But
They could look after some tomato plants.
that'd be such an awesome life. And then you could like have a vow of silence, and you don't have to speak to anybody. You get meals on the regular. You get to wash like floors with toothbrushes.
Get to hang out with some like young, hot street kids.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta get to the kids.
Well, that's true. But yeah, I mean, like, as we saw in the movie, nuns used to be teachers, right? Like, they used to, like, be the teachers at schools and all that. And then now, yeah, it's like...
Like they're not even allowed to leave the church.
Oh, they're locked up.
It's crazy. It's so crazy. I love that the Reverend Mother is like, no, they don't even need to know what the world is like outside. And it's like, yeah, I guess not. I mean, our church is right across the street from a porno theater, so maybe this church isn't in the best neighborhood. I don't know. Call me crazy, but
If you're gonna be a nun, you gotta be tough.
oh, truly. So yeah, Reverend Mother, not a big fan, but then Kathy Najimy shows up, aka Peggy Hill, aka the least attractive witch from Hocus Pocus, and she is loving Whoopi
She's
Goldberg.
Peggy Hill?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
You
That's
didn't
lovely.
hear it?
And speaking of Hocus Pocus,
Sure.
Bette Midler was originally going to be Whoopi Goldberg's character.
Weird. I see it. Like, I get it, though. I see how that could have worked. Whoopi's a better choice, but
Yeah.
I see how Bette Midler could have got that far into it.
Yeah, because Midler's raw, like Whoopi.
Yeah.
She's super edgy and like on the cusp of insanity, but just like straight enough to be like a church person.
Yeah, I could picture like Bette Midler dating Harvey Keitel and not knowing that he was a
Are
mobster.
you talking about this role or Guinan on Star Trek?
I think like pretty much every Whoopi role, Bette Midler was always in there before.
Whoopi
First,
just
yeah.
slipped in. She cut her
Color
off. and got
purple.
it. Yeah. Yeah. Bette Midler was supposed to play the Oprah character in The Color Purple.
Whoopi's in that too, right?
Is she?
I think so.
I think she is actually, because that girl, the girl who plays younger her, I think is also, no, sorry.
It's like a
One of the street kids is in The Color Purple, plays a
Yeah.
young Whoopi in The Color Purple. Boy, a lot of connections in this
Yeah.
movie. I love it.
so many connections.
IMDb, thank you so much for this trivia.
some interesting trivia.
God bless you, IMDb.
Whoopi hired Carrie Fisher to rewrite her lines for some reason.
Yeah, and Carrie Fisher had a good burn for like the executives or something. Like, I don't remember what it is now, but it was
Like,
good.
yeah, Disney didn't like it. It's like you're getting into a pissing match with people that actually have dicks.
Yes. That's right. Rest in Raven
Like, you
Power.
haven't seen The Color Purple,
No, you haven't watched Oprah pee behind a fence for 10 hours.
That's all
like
I've
I
seen,
have.
yeah.
Same here. I've just listened to Oprah pee for 10 hours.
That's fun. Apparently, Carrie Fisher did punch up on a lot of scripts.
Really?
Yeah, including like Star Wars, I think. Like, I think Carrie Fisher has got her fingers in a lot of pies. Well, she's dead now, but yeah.
Yeah. But like through the 90s and stuff and comedies, they would go to her to punch it up. Yeah.
Well, she was a funny lady.
Eh.
Well, that's what I hear. Now she's dead, so we'll never know.
Speaking of
Dead with pie on her
IMDb, I got this tagline from IMDb: "No sex, no booze, no men, no way."
Yahweh.
Can you believe they had that as a tagline? That's PG-13.
Hey, sex, now that I have your attention, go see Sister Act.
No sex? Even more.
I mean, Whoopi even laments that in the movie. She's like, God, I miss just getting railed by Harvey Keitel.
What about you, nuns?
I miss the sound of his gold chain hitting him in the chest as he nailed me.
God, the 90s sucked.
Yeah, well, being a mobster also sucked. Oh my God.
Well, being a bumbling monster was probably pretty cool, though.
What a bunch of losers the mob are and were. You hear that? You hear that?
No, the new mob's cool.
Who's the new mob? Is it like TikTokers or something?
Yeah, just a bunch of TikTokers.
Just robbing people for exposure.
Yeah,
Dancing.
cool. That's the new mob.
Oh God! Surrounded, people just dabbing, doing the flossing and all that.
Now, Abe, what do you feel about dabbing?
I like it.
Yeah.
I'm pro dabs.
I'm in love with dabbing.
Yeah.
I hate eat it when it first came out, but I love throwing up a dab now. I think it's very fun.
I love doing dabs till I throw up.
Oh,
It's the best. One. Done.
I've never done a dab that way. Praise Jesus.
Praise him.
Beads?
We're back on God, guys. We're back on God.
Yeah.
Horse is over. We're back on God.
There's a lot of God in this too.
Yeah, the whole movie's about God. That's why we picked it.
He's hidden in every scene. Sometimes you have to like pause. It's only there for a frame.
It's like The Exorcist. You
It's
see him
like up close, his whole face just staring at the audience.
Abraham. Oh, that's a good biblical name, Abraham.
Yeah.
That's
Is it?
one of the first. Well, it's one of the first people in the Bible.
Really?
Adam and Abraham.
Not Adam and Steve.
Yeah, not Adam and Steve. It was always Adam and Abraham. Let's get it clear.
They didn't even know what B was.
Exactly. Eve is a rib. Don't get it twisted, ladies. God has brought you here. Take the hint. Shout out to God. Like you said, lots of God in this movie.
Lots of God. I
Love
love God. I'm so glad he made us.
Yeah. Did you guys also like the Raiden sun hats that all the nuns were wearing over their habits? I thought those were pretty dope.
I didn't see those.
When they were gardening and they had those big Raiden,
They were
Thunder God
gardening?
Raiden sun hats, you know what I'm talking about?
It's gardens?
Yeah, they garden. Whoopi steals a tomato.
Oh yeah.
From
I was
whom?
surprised they have like pockets in there was uniform.
Oh, no, they don't. They just have a hole that goes to your body, and she put it somewhere, Dave.
Like
Well, those are lick sacks, so you can taste their uniform.
Oh, gross. Friggin' edible shirts. So we get to see the first like mass, and it's just like awful, and the priest is just like, no one comes to church anymore. It's 1992. This will get better eventually, right? And the answer is no, it'll never get. Church will continue to dry up. Sorry, everyone. But I thought that was pretty great that their church is just a dump, and this priest just doesn't care, like just hates his life.
Beautiful architecture, though.
Oh,
yeah, it's nice looking.
beautiful church. Yeah, one of the
Tall.
best. Yeah, that's true.
Play baseball in it.
Play basketball. You can watch movies on the basketball screens in there.
Beautiful.
And now we get introduced to kind of like, what's this? The church choir comes out and they perform a song, and it is awful. It's not good. They have no harmony. Everyone's singing different keys, different everything. It's terrible.
But there's potential.
Oh, there's potential.
You can see right away.
Ave Maria, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they're holding their pee, but you could see them if they didn't have pee in there, they would be okay at singing.
That's what the pee is filling their bladder, which is pushing their diaphragm up, making it hard to sing.
The bladder's right there, folks.
Ladies and gentlemen, the bladder's right there.
Mm-hmm.
This movie, I had a lot of questions about a scene in this movie where Whoopi started talking to someone about her neighbor named Buckwheat Bertha, and then she gets cut off and we never find out who Buckwheat Bertha is. And I'm just hoping and praying that that's who Lauryn Hill plays in the next movie, is that she's Buckwheat Bertha.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
I don't think your wishes are going to be granted, but my wife was also very confused with that part.
About a Buckwheat Bertha?
Yeah, she wanted to know about more buckwheat.
Tell me more. Did she put up a fight?
Oh, we love it.
Well, I do like earlier in that. I think it opens with Whoopi like trying to making a rosary, like trying to put a bead on like a piece of string. She just can't do it. Just can't do it. She's like, it just gives up. Oh, she already has one bead on the string.
She had like 3 beads on the string. She's like, I can't do it.
I can't do this.
Like, you did it 3
Beads?
times.
You're just putting beads on a string, lady.
Find the hole and just get it done.
How hard is this? Is child's work. A child could do this. Whoopi, are you maybe she's sobering up and she's starting to get the shakes and she can't get that bead in
The
that thread
hippie
on
shakes.
Yeah.
That's what they call them, yeah. When you're coming off of booze, oh, the hippie shakes.
That's very plausible. I mean, that first night she can't get to sleep for like hours because she's having the hippie shakes.
It's true. She goes to bed at 4:20 in the morning.
Yeah.
Well, that's when her alarm woke her up, and she was like, "Oh, I better hit this and then go back to sleep." And then Kathy and Jamie's knocking.
Oh man, in her cell.
I do like that they refer to it as a cell. Like the Reverend Mother is like, and this is your cell? She's like, you couldn't call it a room? You have to call it a friggin' cell? All right, fine.
Yeah, like, this would be so awesome if you're a nun. You get to your own room. You get to sleep in a room with no blankets. And there's, like, a bunch of stone around you. And, like, God's love is on the wall. Like, how cool would it be to be a nun?
And there's like a window in your door, like you're in an insane asylum, and people can just open the window and look at you and watch you sleep.
There's no 5G making your brain swell.
Well, no, it's in our arms.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for sure.
It stopped there? It didn't go all the way?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
So that night, Whoopi can't sleep, so she sneaks out to go to the biker bar that's across the street from the church, and the young piece of tail nun chases after her, and then Kathy Najimy also chases after them.
Orangey?
Orangey. And then they have a little fun at the biker bar. It's a little fun time for everybody.
Do a little dancing.
Mm-hmm. I do like that scene where Kathy Najimy's like teaching that girl to dance, and they're like dancing together. That's pretty fun.
Yeah, especially the swaying.
Yeah.
I like a width.
I mean,
dance.
I prefer if they kept a little more space, like 9 inches between them for the Lord, but...
Yeah, for the Lord.
That's true. I mean,
Is that how big the Lord was?
Well, the Lord was always like, I got 9 inches for you. He was always saying that.
That is in the Bible a lot.
That is, yeah, that's true. A bush will light on fire, and out of it will come a voice that says, I got 9 inches for you. Then we get to hear, so as they're leaving, Kathy Najimy's like, oh, a jukebox. Like, yeah, it's a bar, but whatever, fine. She's like, play this song. And then the song starts, and the lyrics are literally, gimme, 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 gimme gravy tonight.
Okay. So what is the gravy, do you guys think? Do you think it's or is it money?
I think it's literally gravy.
You just think they're having a good old time talking about gravy and mashed potatoes.
Well, that's the thing. The first lyric is like, mashed potatoes. I'm like, it's gravy.
Give me gravy on that mess. Okay, so it's 3 things. It's either money.
What is
Sperm.
Oh, okay.
give me gravy. Come on. Yeah.
Just say yiz.
Right, but came to my mind, and I thought
Is good though. I like Yeah, we can make a mug that says slurp the Hey, shout out to our listener who bought a yiz mug. You the real MVP. We love you.
You're keeping us alive.
That's
You're
true.
keeping this show afloat.
You paid my rent.
It was really expensive. That mug.
It's a $400 mug.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, he paid for it.
It stays hot though.
Oh,
That's
okay.
true. For like until it cools off.
Yeah. Until the coffee cools off,
The
then it's cold.
The second you pour your drink into there, it starts cooling off. But it starts out
The handle
really
is
hot.
so hot.
And there's the loop for the handle in the cup is just narrow enough that your fingers are touching both at all times. So you're burning the tops of your fingers all the time.
Yeah, and the coffee gets colder quicker because the heat powers the mug.
Yeah.
It cools up so quickly.
Yeah, the mug has little fans in the bottom that blow up through the coffee to cool it off and push all that heat out of it.
Gotcha.
So,
All under the handle.
And there's different metals, like really rare earth metals that like conduct heat differently. So there's a lot of R&D money too as well that you have to consider.
The handle is made out of copper exclusively. There's nothing else on it. So A, it's going to turn your hand green. B, it's going to burn the frick out of you.
Like $375 of that $400 is just us thinking things up because it took us so long to R&D it.
It's a good mug. What I'm saying is, head to our shop and buy our Yiz mug. While you're there, buy our Yas Queen Get an Abortion shirt. Do whatever you want. Spend your money on us.
Yeah, Haiti rules.
That's our new shirt. Haiti rules.
Nice.
No one's bought it yet. That's okay.
They're gonna though. Once we take off and Pureflix buys us.
Hey,
oh,
gimme
man.
gravy tonight, all right?
Okay, so what are you guys? You think it's just?
I think it's gravy.
Abe,
I think it's gravy.
What
guys
do you...
have no imagination.
Wow. Painful.
Yeah, I
Really
know.
hurt
Like a
me.
man's been eating dried chicken for so long.
A man cannot live on dry chicken alone.
He's
Abe.
fleeting.
This is a woman talking.
Gimme gravy tonight.
Although in that time, the men were making the songs.
And they were making the gravy, if you know what I'm saying.
Gimme. But it's 4 gimmies.
Yeah. Gimme
Gravy. It has to be sex. You'd say like two gimmies if it was just gravy.
Well, what would you be more desperate for? If you were starving
Sex.
or if you were horny, what would you feel more desperate, like more desperation in?
Okay, so you have to have food to live off of.
Not if you're a breatharian, but yes, you do normally.
Okay.
Most people. Losers.
Sex you can go without, but still live.
Okay.
Like gravy.
Yeah. Maybe it's a guy who hasn't had sex in a while and he's saying it to himself.
Yeah.
And he's just going like, gimme gravy tonight.
Who... I just can't believe this song was made and was featured on a major motion picture.
Yeah, and not like I feel like I'm pretty familiar with like Motown and the music of Motown.
Yeah.
Like that's what I grew up on, all that stuff. I have never heard Gimme X4 Gravy Tonight. Never heard that song.
But apparently we have a lot from watching this movie when
That's
we were
true.
kids.
Yeah, that's true.
But it just washed over us like gravy.
It was like a heat wave of gravy washing right over you. Washing you right into the grave.
Right into my heart.
Gravy! So, they get caught sneaking out, and as punishment for sneaking out, Whoopi gets put in the choir, and that's punishment enough for her.
Yeah, she has a background in music.
Well, yeah, that's true. She's a lounge singer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sexy.
I do love when she's like asking people, like, "Are you a soprano or an alto? Or an alto? Whatever." It's like, whatever. I don't know what I am. I don't know.
Line.
Yeah, and the choir director's like, "You're just a ringer brought in to replace me. That's who you are, Whoopi Goldberg." And the whole choir's like, "Hell yeah, that's awesome. We love this lady."
Doesn't Whoopi say yes? That's why she's there?
I think she goes, "Ah, there's many things I like about this movie. A lot of things. But I like that this movie doesn't fall into like the classic garbage movie stereotype of like, there's no conflict between Whoopi and the former choir director. You know, like there's no subplot where she's like gotta endear herself to the choir director. In the same way that like when all the nuns find out that Whoopi's not a nun, there's no moment where they're all like, "You lied to us, Whoopi." There's none of that garbage. Everyone's just like, "Oh, okay, that's okay. We're adults. We can handle change. That's fine, right?" So,
Except for Mother Superior.
well, but she's useless.
But Mother Superior at least even takes a vote to like keep doing that, and they all agree, and she's able to keep doing her naughty nasty.
Finds out she has no pull.
Yeah, that's true. She's been completely supplanted. Yeah, well, Mother Superior dropped the gun, so.
Correct.
And happiness is a warm gun. Everybody knows that. So, after Whoopi does a little bit of fiddling with those ladies,
What?
they all start sounding pretty good.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Once she goes like, "You stand here and you stand here, give me those letters on the keyboard," and then you sing them.
And then thumb chops that girl's chest.
Yeah, hits that woman in the breadbasket as hard as she can. Crumples her, but then a beautiful voice comes out.
I told my wife I'm gonna do that to her whenever she's singing from now on. I'm
Did
just
your wife
gonna
sing a
sneak
lot?
behind her and
Does she sing a lot?
no.
No.
In the toilet.
Pushing it out.
Yeah.
Heat wave!
And I'm like, "You're such a beautiful singer, babe."
So you're gonna hit her in the breadbasket to either push something up or push something down and out. Is what you're.
Maybe both.
Good call.
It's a twofer. That diaphragm goes both ways, you know.
Hey, gimme gravy tonight, all right?
I can't believe you guys both said gravy.
They literally just talk about food in the song. I don't think lyrics are much deeper than that.
This isn't Snoop Dogg's Fruit Juice, where he literally just talks about fruit juice.
Sweet sop, cantaloupe, pineapple, mango.
This is the dirty 60s, where people were doing metaphors and euphemisms and similes to cover up sex.
Marrying their 13-year-old cousins.
Yeah.
Life was wild.
Yeah. This gravy's sex.
That's the gravy. Marrying your 13-year-old cousin, that's the gravy.
I do not co-sign.
Okay. Did you like that after their first performance at church, Whoopi Goldberg like covertly gives everyone the white power symbol? It's like, white power, everybody. This has been great.
Well, that's how she's accepted as a nurse.
It's
Nurse?
nurse, yeah. She's a nurse and a nun. And she's very into white supremacy.
Does anybody else hear that horn?
Yeah, it's a train.
Oh, horn
I thought
train.
you had noise-canceling headphones.
No, that comes through.
I set it to train,
Yeah.
so I would only hear trains.
It takes out the
safety.
fan of my laptop, but
But it also brings in all the trains. So yeah, Whoopi gives a white power symbol, and then the choir starts like turning up and like having a good time, right? They start singing their Motown versions of the old musty church songs. And then for no reason whatsoever, street people are like, hey, let's go to church, right? Let's
Yeah.
go and see what the church is about.
You can hear those banging tunes.
It's true, yeah. Like they got Diana Ross in there. What's going on?
well, this is where the roof comes into play. It's
He's
so
not
tall
wrong.
that it echoes out into the streets, and they got to get the youths. The youths are starting to buy in.
They're also trying to fix the roof at the time, so it's probably just leaking out the.
There's just holes in the roof, and all was coming out.
Put more holes in, please.
We're trying to get holes in the walls now too, so we can attract everybody.
I mean, it's San Francisco. They have lockers outside at high schools. I mean,
Do they?
yeah. Why do they even have roofs?
I don't know, man. You're the one who knows about San Francisco.
Oh, haven't you seen these teens with their outside lockers?
Honestly, I've never seen a teen in my life, even when I was one.
Oh, that's cool. You were blind, though.
Yeah, I am blind currently.
Well, not currently.
Well, that's because I bead too many ends, if you know what I'm saying.
You got AI eyes.
I got hairy palms and no vision. That's my life. What'd you guys think of the first musical number in this? The I don't know what
the
the hell
first
it
real
mixes.
performance of
The first time they
them
mashed
collectively.
Motown and gospel.
I liked it.
Yeah.
What song
I'll
do they
give it
sing?
A with an attitude.
You gotta have that out. You gotta put that stank on it.
What is it? Heat wave?
It's Heatwave is
It's like-
never
like-
featured again. in this
Hallelujah a few times. I don't-
Yeah.
Oh, it's Hallelujah.
Oh, it's Leonard Cohen's Hallelujah, the most overrated song ever made. Yes, it is that. You hear that, Spencer? That song sucks. In your face. Got him.
Damn.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
bad for Spencer.
Don't feel bad for him.
Why?
Is Leonard Cohen still alive?
Nah, he's dead in hell.
Yeah, Leonard Cohen always here.
Oh, yeah, forever in our farts. Yeah.
Do you think a human being could be in a fart?
Anything is possible.
If Whoopi showed us anything, it said anything is possible.
This is this Terry Pratchett generation. Everybody thinks anything is possible.
Amen to that, brother.
Yeah, people can live on frickin' turtles. Are you kidding me? People can be in farts? Come
So
on.
cool, so cool.
Imagination is dumb.
Is Terry Pratchett like Rimworld? Who is Terry Pratchett?
Yeah, I think so.
It's like Rimworld or something like
It's
that.
like Ringworld. No, that's Ringworld is the
it's
ring
not
that's a
Rimworld.
world.
No, it's Rim. Isn't it like
Rim
Rimworld?
World?
Isn't that his thing?
That's the show. God, we should have done Fiverr.
Yeah, yeah, we should have done Fiverr. Johnny and I were going to make a show called Fiverr, where we just did 5-minute reviews of Frasier episodes. And we just did the whole series
5
of
days a
Frasier.
week.
5 days a week. Every day we'd put out a new Fiverr.
At 5.
And it would each episode would be 5 minutes long.
Yeah.
We had a whole thing.
Oh, you should have done that.
It's
That's
too
way
much.
better than what we're doing right now.
That's what we think.
Well, as a matter of opinion, I think you're tops. Oh, well, I guess that's it, guys. Thanks for coming on the show this week.
Join us next week for 5 sure.
Where we drop Pure Boys all together and we just love Fiverr.
Hey, baby, I hear this musical.
Oh, mercy. So what else? I don't know. There's stuff happens. The nuns are like, hey, let's get more involved in the community. And so they like start fixing cars and
Yeah, they have a
painting.
vote about it, and they vote to fix the community instead of not doing anything.
Like they like show them like serving food and stuff.
Yeah.
Which I assume is what like they did with the garden, but they were just eating all those tomatoes themselves.
Like,
Yeah.
from the sounds of it, they were just praying all day. Like, they just cleaned the church and prayed.
making
and that was their
rosaries for
job.
themselves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for themselves.
That was their job. What a life.
Whips.
Yeah?
Beads can be whips.
Beads.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, beads can be whips. Yeah. If we've established anything on this show, is beads can be whips.
I can't bead today.
I can't see straight.
I can't do this.
I love how much the crackheads are loving the nuns, like, new exposure in the neighborhood. Like, they're just like, yeah, these nuns, we love them. And they're like hassling, dudes trying to go to porno theaters, and they're just like, hey, don't go in there. And he's like, leave me alone. Like, I'm a grown man.
This is where porn is. I want to be here.
The internet doesn't exist yet. This is where I have to go to get pornography. So it's either going to be the pornography I buy or the fantasy I have of you from blocking my way. Which one do you want me to nut to?
Do you have a cell phone from the future that I can nut to?
Do you have Wi-Fi? Do you have 5G at this church?
Even 4G.
I'd even settle for 3G at the church.
3G is garbage.
Well, I know, but it's better than nothing.
Nah.
Well, okay, all right.
4G or nothing.
Did you guys think it was really quaint how, like, there was a sequence where nuns were revitalizing a church and the neighborhood, like, cared? Like, the neighborhood was like, we support this, instead of now where they'd be like, burn this church down. What are you doing?
Sell the church.
Yeah.
And then revitalize the neighborhood. Build a casino? Maybe?
Oh,
Build a bigger porn theater.
turn that church into a porno theater, please. Actually, whoa, what a mind fudge. There is a building in our city that used to be a church, and then now it's turned into like a venue where concerts are held and stuff like that, right?
Goldmine.
Goldmine was there, yeah. I went to that building and for something called the porno party, where I watched porno with like 200 people. We just like all gathered around and watched all this porno in what used to be a church. That's a weird little life is weird like that, eh?
Huh.
Yeah.
It was a fun night. There was like the main thing I remember from it, everyone was like really uncomfortable at first. Like it was just everyone was kind of like, oh, how do we react to this? And it was just a solo video of a lady pleasuring herself. But then at the end of her time, she blasted a huge nut everywhere, and the crowd like erupted in like laughter and applause. And after that, it was like the best time ever. Everyone was just like, woo, like just loving this porno. It was a great time. I would recommend watching porno with lots of people. It's fun.
I think you could make it a lot more comfortable if everybody had to put up their hands.
Yeah, that's fair. That's very true. Yeah, and then if your hands go down even slightly, an alarm goes off,
Yeah.
and you have to like put your hands back.
Spotlight shines on you.
Yeah, there's like a laser across your
like-
arms, and as soon as that
have
plane
to
is
touch
broken,
it, yep.
you're done. And a spotlight is put on you.
Please, I'm waiting for a phone call. My wife is in labor. I have to get this call. Too bad, buddy. You chose to watch porno.
Yeah, instead of getting ready for your wife's birth.
Yeah, but like labor can last days sometimes.
Porno parties come once in a lifetime.
Yeah, it hasn't been back.
It hasn't been back.
Right?
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
If it came back, I'd go again. It was great. It was a lot of fun. I knew a lot of people there. It was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the vibe like?
I think I explained the vibe very clearly earlier.
Yeah, but
Everyone was uncomfortable.
People
and that-
dash into the washroom.
constantly. Just you could hear wet spots forming on people's
See, and
pants.
if you're up like that,
Can't do it. Can't even think about it.
yeah. Were they selling drinks and popcorn?
They were selling porno.
No. What?
No,
That's not what I want when I'm
weren't-
watching porno.
I don't think they were selling anything. There's a bar in the basement, so maybe people were getting drinks from there.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, no, it was just like they weren't even selling like merch or anything.
Big thing of buttered popcorn when I'm watching porno with strangers.
Why? So you can get someone to reach into that buttered popcorn and find a little
No, it'd
surprise
be
for
over top of
themselves.
my head.
Yeah, it'd have to be. It's for the guy behind you.
It's trying to pour it into your...
Yeah, it comes with a little spout.
Every time you tip it and popcorn falls out, it passes through that line and sets the alarm off. And you're just like, I'm sorry, I'm trying to eat this popcorn.
You sold it to me.
How did you think this would work?
All right. We're gonna have to get like a tube situation for this popcorn.
Then tie them, if you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
No.
I just mean like, I don't want to get anyone pregnant. So
Oh, like Whoopi.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. All of their efforts to improve the neighborhood gets them on the news, and then like Whoopi gets shown a bunch on the news.
Yeah.
And she's so lucky Harvey Keitel is too busy playing pool to notice.
Yeah, that's a close call. I thought that was it for her.
There's no
Yeah.
TiVo. There's no
YouTube.
yeah.
There's no ctvnews.ca. Sorry, HaitiNews.ca.
Well, they don't know where in Haiti CTV News is. So.
That's a very good point, yeah. And then we get the next song of the movie, which is My God.
Yeah.
Bam, bam. It's a good one.
It is.
Yeah.
Is that your favorite jam from this movie?
I think so.
I'll say it feels the laziest out of all the songs. All they did was change 2 letters. They changed U and Y to O and D and went, that's a new song. Kinda.
That's all you need to do.
I mean, it does change the whole feel of the song, I guess, but I don't know.
Yeah, they could have changed a couple more words. Like
Right?
rip.
Yeah, they could have referred to God more as a muscle-bound man.
My strong God, strong God, strong God. He may not be a movie star, but
Yep.
when it comes to being happy, God's strong.
That's true. That's true.
He's powerful.
Oh, yeah. I also love that all the, like, street kids are just like, man, we love Motown. This Motown music's great. And it's like, guys, you're into, like, Queen Latifah and, like, Eric B. and Rakim. Like, you're not listening to Motown at this point, I would imagine.
Well, no, but maybe their parents are.
Yeah, but they're street kids. They don't have parents.
The streets got radio, too.
Their parents died of AIDS in the 80s. Or they died in the Rodney King riots. Nah, that was San. Never mind. Different city.
Yeah, but they were upset, too.
There was riots all over the place.
San Francisco wasn't too happy.
That's true. Their parents died at an Oakland Raiders game.
Yeah.
Swallowed up by the black hole.
There was a black hole at the Raiders game?
Isn't that what they used to call, like, the hardcore fan section? The black hole? Pretty sure because it was like they were savages in there.
Yeah.
In that they cheered really hard.
I don't think you can say the word savages like that. Uncouth.
Hey, it's what the Reverend Mother calls Whoopi. I can't deny that.
These beads.
The beads. The choir's doing so good that the Pope has decided to come watch them perform. Which, like, get a life, Pope. What are you doing?
Yeah, the frickin' Pope. Go somewhere else.
You've never heard a fun song before, Pope. What are you doing?
Yeah, go to Laser Quest or something.
Right? Pope John Paul II, which is clearly who it's supposed to be in this. And
I didn't realize it was supposed to be the Pope until the very end of the movie.
When we see the Pope?
When we see the freaking Pope. Yeah.
Well, the back of the Pope's head.
Yeah.
He's not wearing his hat, though.
No, but he's wearing his yarmulke. He's got his little yarmulke on, so...
Isn't that for another religion?
Well, ask the Pope why he's wearing it then.
Yeah, I'll text him.
Tweet at him. Hey, Pope John Paul II, you're dead. Why are you wearing a yarmulke in this?
I don't know.
I do like him.
Are we
just
role
like,
playing?
We are role playing. I'll play. I want to be Whoopi.
And I want to be Whoopi.
All right. Can we kiss?
Yes.
All my dreams are coming true.
Whoopi kiss. Could you get this on camera, Abe?
You betcha.
Whoopi kind of hot. Can't deny it. Can't deny it. No? Can't.
It smells like gravy.
It does smell like gravy. What the heck? Gimme gravy tonight.
I'm for it.
Yeah. I have this written down. The Reverend Mother doesn't want them to perform their fun stuff, but she gets voted down and feels the sin of shame.
Yeah, boogie woogie.
Pretty accurate, yeah. Is that what she says?
I have boogie woogie in my notes.
She says it at some point. I can't remember what context, though.
Are you sure she doesn't just call Whoopi a...
Nope. Not happening.
Never mind.
Can't say words.
Was gonna say some words. Can't say them.
Boogie woogie.
Turns out that there's a mole in the police station.
Yeah.
Detective,
like 100 of them.
Detective Tate.
Oh, that's one of my favorite lines in the movie.
What's that?
Who's the cop again?
Which
Ben
one?
Tate.
The bad guy or the good guy?
The good guy.
Ooh.
Eddie Souther.
Yeah.
He's like, We got a leak. Now plug them up, boys.
Well, that's why he won the Oscar.
It's true. It's true. I love that guy presents no evidence that this guy is the mole.
Nope.
He all he does is say, plug him up, let's take care of him, and every cop in the precinct goes, okay. Like this guy that they were friends with an hour ago, they're now just like, string him up. We don't need to see any proof. We hate this guy.
Plug him up, boys.
Just hear a bunch of rubber gloves snapping.
You just hear a bunch of rubber snapping. Gotta be safe. It was the 90s.
Yeah, plug him up.
Eazy-E was dead. It was a crazy time.
Eazy-E died of AIDS?
Yeah.
What kind of AIDS?
Full blown.
Oh, crap.
Oh, yeah. Acquired.
Oh, it smells so delicious in here.
I think my wife must be cooking, I guess. Yeah, it smells great. So Whoopi gets nabbed by the mob. The mob runs by and grabs Whoopi and the other nun, the young piece of tail.
The famous Reno mob.
The three man Reno mob.
Two of them being the dumbest men alive.
But also murderers. I guess that tracks.
Isn't it weird how like a lot of people that those two dumb mobsters interact with are like attracted to them?
Oh, yeah.
Like the women at the start are like, oh, these mobsters. And it's like, these guys have thinning hair and they're dumpy looking. Like, what's hot about these guys? I know what a hot man looks like.
They got that power.
Yeah, suits,
that's
style, money, the it factor.
Guns.
Yeah, intense je ne sais quoi.
Guns.
Guns. Yeah, mostly guns.
Call
yeah.
me beautiful.
Yeah, they're out there Vic Mackeying people with their guns. Yeah. Abe knows what I'm talking about.
I don't.
Well, watch The Shield. It's really good.
The Shield.
It's kind of like Sister Act.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah. There's a lot of singing. They do a lot of Motown covers.
So what is the shield made out of? Steel?
Copper?
Aluminum?
Copper.
Copper.
Yeah. That's why they call them cops, because their badges were made out of copper.
Really?
I don't know. That's what people always said.
Always?
Yeah. When I was growing up, people were like, you know why they call them cops?
You hear it every day.
Hear it every day. Every time I see a cop, I go, what's up, cop? And he goes, please, call me police officer. And I go, how about I call you a pig? And he goes, well, you got me.
But your shield is made out of copper.
What's your shield made out of? And he goes, what's a shield? My badge? I don't know. I'm a cop.
It's shaped like a shield, though.
I didn't graduate high school. I'm a cop. What are you I don't know what it's made out of. Don't ask me about elements. I dropped out in grade 10.
Oh, man, I wish.
Do you love that, like, and this is more for Johnny because we've seen a lot of this kind of religious stuff, but what are your thoughts on the fact that when prayer in the movies and TV shows we've watched is almost exclusively used to be like passive aggressive or like mean to somebody else? It's never like, dear God, please take care of them. It's literally, it's the nuns being like, dear God, please let this man who wouldn't help us find his way to heaven and don't send him to hell. Please, God. Like bullying people.
There's also always a negative twist that's always supposed to be positive, I guess, but not really.
It makes me wonder how often the nuns pull that stunt on people.
It works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Works like gangbusters. And
If it works, work it, right? They talked their way into a free helicopter ride to Reno. That's pretty great.
Well, that's why we're all so straight edge.
I'm amazed. Like, there's a lot of nuns in that helicopter.
Yeah, I don't think that 6-seater helicopter could hold 20 nuns. I think that guy was right to turn them down initially, just on that fact alone.
Yeah, that's a lot of fuel. For all those nuns, just take 2 nuns.
Right? Take Mother Superior, jump the gun, and then the other 2, Kathy and Jamie and the young piece of tail. Take those 3.
Yeah, take 3 nuns and an automatic rifle. That's like 10 nuns, right?
Yeah, exactly. It does the work of 10 nuns.
Yeah. Is that how it works on your fake baseball game?
It's pretty much it.
Yeah.
I also kind of love that there's a 4th member of Whoopi's crew.
Yeah.
Like there's Whoopi, there's Kathy and Jamie, there's the young piece of tail, and then there's that old nun
Oh, yeah.
who, when they're all eating
The
ice cream
Transylvanian one.
together, I guess so. Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, it really sounds like men dub all of their singing voices in that scene when that woman's like, when they're all just singing in weird voices and accents. Like those are just men doing those voices. I think. I don't know.
Yeah, it's always man. High voices, high pitch.
It's like 2.5 men.
Yeah.
Yeah. The mobsters try to kill Whoopi, but she bag tags both of them and then makes a break for it.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretending praying.
Oh, she praying. Well, they can't kill her because she's dressed like a nun.
Yeah, dressed like a nun.
Yep.
And I love Harvey Keitel's like, yeah, but you know she's not a nun, though.
She's wearing a costume.
Yeah, exactly. Could you not kill her if it was Halloween? Like, could that be no bueno either?
And then Harvey Keitel does the woman body shape thing a lot and goes va-va-voom, va-va-voom.
He goes, what do you think's under that nun costume? Va-va-voom, va-va-voom.
And it's a weird couple minutes.
Yeah, it keeps doing it. Like the camera moves to another scene and you can still hear him going va-va-voom, va-va-voom.
Well, the director took a bunch of takes, but the editor didn't know that he was only supposed to use one and just smashed them all together. And he's just like in different locations going va-va-voom.
It was a 5-minute long take of.
Well, you gotta pad it.
I almost called him Steve Harvey,
Yeah.
but he's Steve Harvey Keitel.
Yeah, Steve Harvey Keitel.
Yeah,
The white Harvey Keitel.
Johnny's currently holding up the white power symbol to me
I've
covertly.
What is that symbol? Oh, yeah, you did it
It's
earlier.
okay. It used to be the A-OK symbol, and now it means white power.
I was a racist kid because I would say okay to everybody.
Yeah, but you were saying okay. You weren't going white power to everybody. So
That's true.
that is true.
Maybe.
So all the nuns run into the casino that Whoopi's in, and now the mobsters don't know which nun is which, and they're like, I don't know which nun is the nun we're after.
Switch which?
Which?
Which switch?
These nuns.
Nuns.
But also, like, you can tell which one's Whoopi. You know which one she is. Come on.
Did any nuns get burned at the stake for being witches?
I think most did.
Well,
Really?
like, Joan of Arc got killed. Wasn't she, like, religious or something?
Yeah, religious adjacent, but she was more like kill rather than pray.
She was more like eat,
She
pray,
was
love.
just crazy. She was just crazy.
All right, 1 hour and 30 minutes, and
Is that all the
Sorry,
time
that
we've
was
been
my
recording?
inner Joan coming out.
your what?
My inner Joan.
Inner Joan? What is that?
Of Arc.
Of Arc.
Arcadia.
Gotcha. Yeah. So then Harvey Keitel is gonna like shoot Whoopi Goldberg in the face point blank in front of all of her friends, and then the other guy, the cop, shoots him through like a window that you could not see through.
Like a stained glass window, like a church window.
Yeah.
yeah.
And shoots him through it. So that's a good shot, officer.
That's that classic Hollywood gag.
Classic.
A nun's about to be shot in the face, and then somebody shoots the guy
You hear
who's
a
going to shoot
gunshot,
her.
and then it's revealed that Harvey Keitel got shot somewhere.
Like in the arm or something. I don't know what happened to him. But I do like that as he's leaving, as he's getting carted off, Whoopi Goldberg goes, I got 2 words for you. And then one of the nuns goes, Mary Clarence. And then Whoopi stands up and goes, suck it. That was pretty good. Fireworks go off behind her. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, curtains.
Curtin. Jane Curtin's there.
Who's Jane Curtin?
Yeah, she's an actress.
Okay.
You'd recognize her.
Jamie Lee Curtin.
Exactly.
That's my new name.
Nice. You want to be Jamie Lee Curtin to the Shaqaroni Obama?
I wanted to be Mary Robert.
Okay, you can be that.
No, I think I'm a 2-toilet kid till I frick off.
Till you croak. I do. This is just a thing that I noticed. This isn't going to be. I don't know what this is, but earlier in the movie, the young piece of tail nun is like mouthing along to the words, right? And Whoopi calls her out and is like, "Hey, you in the back, you're just mouthing along." And that's the one who she hits in the bread box, and she's got a beautiful voice and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But that actress doesn't do any of her own singing in this movie.
Oh.
So she is just that actress is mouthing along the entire movie.
Wow.
This doesn't mean anything. It's just a weird thing that I noticed.
Even
that
like her like talking lines?
all that's dubbed by
Nice.
a man. You can tell that she's not singing either, because when the choir is singing, they all breathe. Like you can see them go like, and she doesn't. She just stands there and is just mouthing the words. So
Lazy.
it's very obvious.
Very lazy.
So then the Pope is there, and he's clapping along. He's having a nice soft clap to them.
He's going crazy for these sisters.
He's dabbing. He's loving it.
He invented the dab.
Doing some shoulder shakes. Leaning over the railing.
Yeah, him and all of his boys, they film a Harlem Shake video while they're there. The whole church freezes, and then they're just all dancing. They're loving it.
It's crazy, the shoulder shaking, man.
Did you guys... So, I mean, you read the trivia. So did you see that there was, like, the Blues Brothers in the back of the church?
I saw that, and I was like, I don't think that actually happened.
Right, like... In the trivia, it's like during the performance, there are two men, one tall, one short. Their silhouettes are seen at the very back of the church, like where the front doors are of the church. Those two men are Jake and
Samir.
Roy Elwood from the Blues Brothers.
Yeah.
But it's not. Like, it's just two guys standing there. It's security, probably, for the Pope, I'd imagine.
Maybe it was an homage.
I think it may have been. I think that's what I got out of it.
but
I got
never-
bored halfway through the fact.
Through the performance?
The facts.
This
So
was their
reading-
big performance.
reading that trivia
Oh,
fact.
yeah, that's true. It's all garbage. Anyone could write anything on there.
Well, there was an interesting bit of trivia. Like the screenwriter, director decided to go to an actual like nun place to do research.
All right, Bette Midler said they should do that.
Yeah, I think they did. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the nun was like used to be an actress, and she's the only nun that's part of the Academy Award thing. So her and all her nuns get together, watch Academy Award screeners.
Aw,
Sick.
They're the ones that are putting them on the internet.
Yep, that's right.
Sharing the Lord's work.
Thanks for the torrents, ladies. We love it.
Yeah, way to sin.
And then all's well that ends well. Somehow Whoopi Goldberg ends up on the cover of Time magazine.
It's on the cover of Rolling Stone, which is a real cover of Rolling Stone.
But it's like, what does it say? It says something about the movie, though.
Yeah, it was a
Weird.
huge movie.
It must have been.
It was like
it
the
was.
first. It was the first blockbuster.
Yeah.
It invented the summer blockbuster.
Yeah, this,
Sister Act.
And then Jurassic Park.
Yeah. 1 year later.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
Lemon squeezy.
And then that's Sister Act.
That is Sister Act. We took out a lot of the plot.
No, we didn't.
There's so
We
much
covered it
more
all.
plot. And I want you guys to email us the plot.
There's a really interesting credit.
This is a
Kevin
note.
J. Lang is credited as Best Boy.
Yeah.
Wait, but that's like, isn't that a thing?
Yeah.
Like in Hollywood movies, isn't Best Boy a thing? Or are you talking in the cast list? He was listed
No,
as Best
I
Boy.
didn't. It was like some kind of position. I had no. I never.
Oh, you
seen
never
that
heard of-
before. I know.
Never heard of Best Boy?
No.
You never heard of Best Grip?
Well,
Best
yeah,
Grip
that
Boy?
makes sense.
Yeah.
That seems kind of unfair to the other grips.
And to the other boys.
Very true.
Thank you, yes. So, closing thoughts. Abraham, what'd you think of Sister Act?
Loved it.
Johnny, what'd you think of Sister Act?
Okay, so let's start from the beginning.
All right.
So the first scene is young Whoopi Goldberg as a singer,
Things in a Reno casino.
and then from there on,
Hey,
I loved
Reno
it.
casino, that's fun. No, those are fun
Is that
words.
why they called it Reno? That's probably why they called it Reno, right?
yeah.
Because it rhymed with
Reno casino, yeah, for sure.
Is this on a T-shirt anywhere?
Maybe we can make it. Haiti rules at the Reno casino.
Haiti rules. What'd you think of this movie?
I hated it.
Yeah.
I certainly don't want to come back next week to watch Sister Act 2 It's
Oh,
back in habit.
But we're doing it.
Shaqaroni, Obama.
Or
Jump
are
to
we?
toilets now, watching all the movies that I miss. I'm just talking about God. I lick you boom boom down. It's Pia boys. You know, say Shaqaroni, Obama.
Pia.
Jump to toilets
Pia.
now, watching
Chet
all the
Hanks
movies
on the
that I miss. I'm
track.
just talking about God.
It's awesome that
I
you
lick
got
boom
him.
boom down. Paid for a cameo, and there he was.
Paid for a cameo.
Sent him the lyrics.